Namaste, I am Dr. Shashikala Rao. Today's topic is how to calculate Adaya and Vyaya of 12 Rashis in a Samvatsara. In the last video, I explained the procedure of selecting the Navanayaka or planetary cabinet for the year as per the Trik Siddhanta and Surya Siddhanta. After fixing the Navanayaka for the Samvatsara, the annual prediction of the year or Varshapal is assessed based on the nature of the Navanayaka and portfolios they hold. Ugadi is a very auspicious day for Hindus. On the Ugadi day, along with the Ugadi celebration, Panchanga Shravana is considered an important event and very auspicious. As per Vedic scriptures, the benefits of Panchanga Shravana on Ugadi day get the benefits equivalent to having a dip in the holy river Ganga. Also, we get the blessings of Navagrahas. Sun gives the status, name and fame. Moon gives the mental peace. Mars gives the energy and courage. Mercury gives the intelligence. Jupiter gives the guidance, wisdom and knowledge. Venus gives the enjoyment, happiness, and Saturn removes the sorrow and obstacles. As part of Panchanga Shravana, the new year astrological predictions based on the Navanayaka, transit of planets in the year, natural calamities, eclipse, and political and social changes are read out. This helps the people to get prepared for the changes that can take place in the environment in a particular year. Along with this, a general prediction on the Janma Rashi and Janma Nakshatra also done. Based on the Janma Rashi, Adaya and Vyaya, Arogya and Anarogya, Rajapuja and Rajakopa, Sukha and Dukkha will be read out on the Ugadi day. And based on the Janma Nakshatra, Kandayapala will be read out on the Ugadi day. Let us know the procedure of how to calculate Adaya and Vyaya of 12 Janma Rashis in any lunar year. We need two main requirements to calculate Adaya and Vyaya of 12 Janma Rashis in a Samvatsara. The first requirement is we have to identify the Lord of the year of the Samvatsara or Varshadipati or the king or Raja of the required Samvatsara. The second requirement is the Lord of the birth sign or Janma Rashadipati which we are considering. Each planet has been assigned a fixed Dhruvanka or constant number. This table lists the Dhruvanka or constant number of the 7 planets. Let's see the common procedure followed in calculating the Adaya and Vyaya of Janma Rashi in any lunar year. Step 1. Note down the Dhruvanka of the king of the year or Varshadipati of the Samvatsara to which you are referring, and note down the Dhruvanka of the Lord of the birth sign or Lord of the Janma Rashi to which you are referring. Step 2. Sum of the Dhruvanka of the king of the year or Varshadipati of the Samvatsara and the Dhruvanka of the Lord of the birth sign or Rashadipati. Let us consider the sum of these two Dhruvankas as x. Step 3. Then multiply this x by 3. Let us consider the value of this product as y. Step 4. Add 5 to this product y. We get y plus 5 is equal to z. Step 5. Then divide z by 15. We get quotient q1 plus remainder r1. Step 6. The remainder r1 is considered as Adaya of the Janma Rashi which we have considered to calculate. Step 7. Now consider quotient q1. Multiply this quotient q1 by 3. Let us consider this product as m. Step 8. Add 5 to this product m. we will get n. Step 9. Then divide n by 15. We will get quotient Q2 plus remainder R2. Step 10. This remainder R2 is considered as Vyaya of the Janma Rashi which we have chosen to calculate. If you consider any Samvatsara, this is the standard procedure to calculate the Adaya and Vyaya of any Janma Rashi. Let us apply this procedure to calculate the Adaya and Vyaya of 12 Janma Rashis in a Shubhakrut Samvatsara. Let us calculate the Adaya and Vyaya for Mesha Rashi and Vrishchika Rashi in Shubhakrut Samvatsara. Step 1. We have to note down the Dhruvanka of the king of the year and Dhruvanka of the lord of the birth sign. Here I am considering the lunar year of Shubhakrut Samvatsara. Lord of the lunar year of Shubhakrut Samvatsara is Saturn. The Dhruvanka of Saturn is 10. Here I am considering the two Janma Rashis, Mesha and Vrishchika Rashi. The lord of the Mesha and Vrishchika is Mars. The Dhruvanka of Mars is 8. Step 2. The sum of the Dhruvanka of the king of the year, that is Saturn, and the Dhruvanka of the lord of the Janma Rashi, Mesha and Vrishchika, that is Mars, is equal to 18. Step 3. Then multiply 18 by 3. We will get 54. Step 4. Add 5 to this product 54, which is equal to 59. Step 5. Then divide 59 by 15. We will get quotient as 3, remainder as 14. Step 6. The remainder is 14. Consider this as Adaya for the Mesha Rashi and Vrishchika Rashi. Step 7. Quotient is 3. Multiply this quotient by 3. We will get 9. Step 8. Add 5 to this product 9. We will get 14. This resultant number 14 is less than 15. Therefore, no need to divide this number by 15. Step 9. Consider this 14 as Vyaya for the Mesha Rashi and Vrishchika Rashi. Finally, by this procedure, we get Adaya as 14 and Vyaya as 14 for Mesha Rashi and Vrishchika Rashi in Shubhakrut Samvatsara. Let us calculate the Adaya and Vyaya for Vrishabha Rashi and Tula Rashi. Step 1. Lord of the lunar year is Saturn. Dhruvanka is 10. Here I am considering two Janma Rashis, Vrishabha and Tula Rashi. Lord of Janma Rashi, Vrishabha and Tula is Venus. Dhruvanka of Venus is 21. Step 2. Sum of the Dhruvanka of the king of the year, that is Saturn, and the Dhruvanka of the lord of the Janma Rashi, Vrishabha and Tula is Venus, is equal to 31. Step 3. Then multiply 31 by 3. We will get 93. Step 4. Add 5 to this product 93. We will get 98. Step 5. Then divide 98 by 15. We will get quotient as 6. Remainder as 8. Step 6. The remainder is 8. This is considered as Adaya for Vrishabha and Tula Rashi. Step 7. Quotient is 6. Multiply this quotient 6 by 3. We will get 18. Step 8. Add 5 to this product 18. We will get 23. Step 9. Then divide 23 by 15. We will get quotient as 1 and remainder as 8. Step 10. The remainder is 8. This is considered as Vyaya for Vrishabha and Tula Rashi. Finally, we get the Adaya as 8 and Vyaya as 8 for Vrishabha Rashi and Tula Rashi in Shubhakrut Samvatsara. You can follow a similar procedure and calculate Adaya and Vyaya for the remaining Rashis. If you consider Mithuna and Kanya Rashi, Adaya is 11 and Vyaya is 5 in Shubhakrut Samvatsara. If you consider Kataka Rashi, then Adaya is 11 and Vyaya is 11 for Kataka Rashi in Shubhakrut Samvatsara. If we consider Simha Rashi, then Adaya is 8 and Vyaya is 14 for Simha Rashi in Shubhakrut Samvatsara. If we consider Dhanur and Meena Rashi, then Adaya is 2 and Vyaya is 8 for Dhanur and Meena Rashi in Shubhakrut Samvatsara. If you consider Makara and Kumbha Rashi, Adaya is 5 and Vyaya is 2 for Makara and Kumbha Rashi in Shubhakrut Samvatsara. This table shows the Adaya and Vyaya of 12 Janma Rashis in Shubhakrut Samvatsara. This you can find in the Shubhakrut Samvatsara Panchanga. Adaya and Vyaya are measured on a scale of 14. Adaya means income and Vyaya means expenditure. If the Adaya is more than the Vyaya, it is considered good. Thank you for watching this video. Namaste.